Hello and welcome. I am Catherine Carey with StyleCat Pro, and this is a tutorial for the House of Preeminence to help you get excited about using your brand new planner that Jenni has given you. It's such a great preeminence planner, and today I want to show you something that you can do. It's a little bit more advanced, but I'm going to walk you through every step, so it's going to be real easy, of how to create an actual vision board for your preeminent monthly vision. Okay, so the best way to show you this is just to step right into it. And so here we go. This is so good. This combines two of my favorite things. It combines vision boards and it combines Canva, which is one of my key tools that I use in my business to express artistically my business to the world. So here we go. I'm going to do a screen share and show you what I mean. Let's go here. And I'm actually going to pop this down and go here. I want to show you this to start off with. Okay, this is the very first thing. I'm going to push myself down here, do a little bit of the thing dangling. So what I want to show you here is this is my desktop. And this is what we're going to make today. This is the page out of the planner, the monthly preeminent vision. And this is my vision board for the month. It has everything that I want to do. It has my clients that I'm working with and room for more clients that I have. Like, what do I have space for? New visions of what I'm doing. And then in my preeminent planner, I actually wrote out the visions, combine these two together to create a desktop that is really personal to me. It really allows me to see it and go, yeah, more of this, please. So that's what we're going to do today. And I'm just going to show you as simply as I can. I'm going to go here. I think we're going to start at Canva. So give me 1 second. I got to set myself up here. We're going to come back to this. But let's go here. We're going to start in Canva. And if you haven't used Canva before, it is a magnificent tool. Even if you have a VA, even if you have a team of people who do your graphics, I think it's really important to be able to actually do things for yourself on the fly when you need them. Why do I say that? Because a lot of times in all the groups I've been in and with my clients that I've worked with, I hear all the time, I really need to change this one little thing and I can't get in touch with my person who does it. Or, it's just this one little inspired action that I want to take. I have this one phrase that came to me in the middle of the night and I can't get it on my website. So to me, it's like the little things that we pass off to our teams are really important to know how to do yourself. So that's getting into your website backdoor is a whole different ball game. And I highly recommend that you learn how to do that because I don't think you have to pay somebody every time you want to make a small change. I think you can do that yourself. But what I'm going to show you today is Canva, because canva.com is a magical world of creativity. And what this allows you to do is to actually create a post right away, create a cover, get your ideas out there. Yes, you want to, grab your team and say, I want to do this and I want to do that. And they're going to do it all fabulously for you because you're super busy. But sometimes it's just like you need something right then. And it might be the weekend and your team might be, on weekend and not interested in doing work. So this is I want to encourage you to take a peek at Canva and to give yourself the freedom to express yourself. Okay. I'm an artist, so I really love expressing myself, painting, making hats, all these different aspects, creating collages that, express my feelings, vision boards. I love those kind of things. But what I love about Canva is that I can do it on my computer and then I can actually use it. So the very first thing you do is you just go to Canva and you're going to sign up and it's free. Okay. I have a paid subscription, which gives me tons and tons more options to use. But the free version is absolutely all you need to get started. And what we're going to do for this is we are going to go right up here where you can search for you can search here for like different things that you want to use. We're going to use the presentation later. But right now we want sort of a flyer might be a good idea. We want a tall page. I know what I like to use, and I'm going to go to magazine cover because that to me is going to be the right size. It's just 8.5 by 11, but it's just the right size for me. Now you'll see here, there's all kinds of options for you to use. I like a blank canvas. I like a blank canvas. I like a blank page. I like it blank because I like to create it myself. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to go right over here to elements. They have lots of options in here that you can use. And if you scroll down, there's frames, which are like pictures. So you can, put your pictures all around if you want to do it individually and create your own space. Like you could say, I want to have this kind of, I want to have a circle frame. So see it, just you click on it, you can kind of move it around. You can make it smaller, you can make it bigger. You can say, hey, I want to add a square here. And I like this shape. This shape's kind of fun. You can really, really, really have fun with these. If I show you the frames, you'll see what I mean. There are so many options here of ways to express yourself and put your pictures in that are really, really, really fun. But what I found is, and it just depends on how you want to do your vision board, but what I found is that I like the simplicity of just getting her done. So sometimes I want to spend an hour in here and I want to play around and create these amazing collages with photos on top of photos and backgrounds and sparkles. But today for this tutorial, we're going to keep it simple, okay? Because you can come in here and play anytime you want. So I'm going to go down to this section called grids. Grids is great. Grids, it gives you just so many different options. And I think I'm going to say, let's see. I'll show you the picture of what we're going to make. Let me do that first. Let me go here. Don't bother watching this part because this is just me pulling up pictures. Okay, so I'm going to show you. We're going to make this one. Essentially, this is what we're going to make today. We're going to have, this is our image, and we're going to go into the magazine, into our preeminent planner, and we're going to write about this vision. Okay, so I'm going to use this sort of as my template for today. I might go back and forth just for my own sake because I wanted to see which grid I use. So that's kind of where I was at. It's one that's got, is it that one? No. It doesn't really matter except for the fact that I'm trying to keep things as simple as I can. So I think, so each one of these, it just gives you all these options for photos. Let's see. Maybe it was farther down. I thought about setting this up before we got onto this tutorial, but I wanted to show you, the process. So maybe we just have to, let's just do one of our own. Let's just choose something. I'm going to choose something on the simpler side. I don't want to have to do too many photos here. So I'm going to come up here and find one that inspires me as fairly simple. Okay, we'll do this one. That easy. Okay, so there's our baseboard for our stuff, and we'll add some more pictures. So I'm going to go to, you can go into photos, which is great because in photos you can do all kinds of searching. I'm going to search for money, right? Let's just start this off with some cash. And I do like this picture here because I like the color, but you'll see there's so many choices. What you have to be careful about is that this picture is a pro picture. So that means that it's a paid account. And actually, I don't want to show you paid account things because I want to show you stuff for free. So let me see if I can scroll down here and find one. Maybe there's a money one that says free. There's that one, this one. Well, we'll throw her in. We'll throw her in. So if you just click on her, she's going to end up here. And that's not really what we want. We want to actually move her where we want her. I don't necessarily think that I want to make money the main focus, but I want it to be there. So I'm going to put her right up here. If you just drag her around, she'll go anywhere you want, but let's just put her right there. Okay, that's perfect. Money is done. Let's do, let's see what they have for wellness. Let's see if there's a picture in here that is inspiring. This one's free. She's inspiring. I think she would be fabulous right about there. Now you're like, but I can't see her. You're absolutely right, because it crops the picture, but this is what you're going to do. You're going to click, hold on, click out, click on the picture. You just double click it, and I'm just going to move her right there. Just like that. Done. Okay, so that's great. Let's see. I have some pictures in my uploads that I know I want to put in here that were meaningful to me, like this one. She's the one I'm going to put in the very beginning, because this picture right here is the dress that this girl's going to get this month. Isn't it fabulous? It's a fabulous dress. And it's sort of my gift to myself for rocking my business. So this is my new preeminent dress. It's in navy. I can't wait to order it. I'm just kind of waiting for the exact time that I feel is the right time to say, buy me. But I'm putting her right there because I want to remember that I want to buy her, that she's really important to me, that this is sort of a marker for me. And I can't wait to do a live wearing that dress for you. So she's going to go right there. I'm going to put this new edition of House of Preeminence right here. And I'm not going to worry about, I'm going to kind of just do this so that, because of the fact that it's got words and I don't really want the words in it. You saw how I did that, right? Let me bring it back. If you ever like, crap, how did I have it before? What do I do if I hit the wrong button? You go right up here and you just go like this. That's how it is. That's so easy, right? Because look, watch, she's gone, because it goes backwards. If you want to remember that you just had her, you do that. So there's no pressure in Canva. They're so good. They're saving as you go. So they're constantly saving your stuff. So you don't have to worry about it. You can just have fun with it. Okay. So I'm going to click on her, and I'm going to move this little arrow up here, because I just want Natalie. I just want the cover with Natalie Ledwell. I just want that here, just like that. Perfect. This is going to be on my board because I want to remember to read my magazine that I'm in. I want to remember to read House of Preeminence. You know, it's a part of my life. I'm an executive contributor. So my article's in there, but there's so many great thought leaders in there. And I just want to read the magazine. So I want it in my face to remind me, hey, you know what? Take time to read the magazine. Like, make that part of your Sunday ritual. Pour a cup of coffee and sit down and peruse, because there's so much goodness. And it's so easy to get something in the mail, and like any kind of magazine, Vogue, Traveler, all the ones that I get in the mail, I make a special moment to sit through and read them. So I want to do the same thing with the House of Preeminence, but I want it to be weekly, because there's so much to take in that I want to just take it in bite-sized pieces and use it as a reference for my business, for my life, for the next 2 months. So she is going right there. And we have room for one more. How about, I'm going to go back to photos, and I'm going to say, let's see. What's a good thing to put there? We've got our exercise, we've got money being made, we've got our reading, we've got our bonus. How about healthy food? Let's see what comes up with healthy food. I mean, you can look up anything and see. Oh, these are great. Are they? Let me find one that's free. This is why I like to pay for Canva, because look at all these great photos. I believe it's I think it's like $13 a month. It's really a no-brainer for me. It's like it's a great subscription. And this one I like. Let's move her in. There we go. That works great. So now we have our preeminent vision. This is this is just, this is a general vision. This is not the same vision that I made for my personal self, but I wanted to make something that, kind of represents the whole gamut. Now, I might want it to be a little bit more fun. I might want to try and add maybe a few hearts in it or something, just to make it less like straightforward and more fun. So one of the things that you can do is, if you hit this button right here where it says duplicate page, it's going to make a copy. I like to do that because I like to make sure that I have an original of what my original intention was. And I say that because sometimes I can over elaborate, and it's a creative process. And as important as it is to be creative and explode on the page and have a really good time, it's equally important to edit. So I like to know that I always have that. If I did something I like, I just make a copy because I can. It doesn't cost me anything. I'm going to go back to elements and close out the grids. And I'm going to look up hearts because I want some love on my thing. Here we go. We've got some good choices here. I mean, you see they have so many fun things. And I'm just looking for what I think I liked right up here in the top. I think I like these guys. I've used these before. I like them. They're fun. I'm going to make them a little bit smaller. And I think I'm going to surround my girl with hearts because I am really excited about this dress. If you haven't noticed, really excited about it. So, I've got the right size. I'm going to go right up here, and there's these two little crosses that says duplicate. And that does the same thing. So it brings it right up here. And the other thing I might see is what does it look like if I could flip it? And there's a really great choice right here. So I'm going to flip it horizontally. Yeah, I like that because then it kind of just lets me play around with it. And I'm going to do this again. And I'm going to go up here and I'm going to flip it again. Just to kind of give it some love. I love it. That to me, that's done. And I like it. And I mean, you might like this more, and that's totally fine. But for the sake of what we're doing today, I'm going to trust my own personal gut. I'm going to do this. Bring you here. Bring them so they're just a little bit more free flowing. And I am a bit of a perfectionist. I can't help it. I'm a graphic girl. Okay, so that is going to be our vision board. Now, the best thing to do here is just to write up here in the title, my vision, just so you have it. And I say that because as you download things, things get kind of crazy and you want to be able to look for it. And sometimes you need to be able to look in the search bar. So when you're all done, and we are all done, all you're going to do is go to this arrow here. And I don't want to do a PDF print. You certainly can. You have all these options to do, but I am going to scroll up here. Let me see. I'm going to do a ping. This high quality image is a ping. So that's the best choice that you can do. It's better than a JPEG. A ping is going to give you the best quality, and you're a quality person. You want quality. So, and we aren't going to do 2 pages. We can, but I want to just get that first page. That's it. Page 1. And done. We'll download that. And then we're on to the next thing. And this is going to be a longer tutorial because there's a lot of stuff to learn here. Okay, so there it is. It looks great. That's going to be part of our preeminent vision. And now we're going to go to the next step. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to close this out. And I'm going to close this out. And we are going to go here and we're going to open up the magazine and we're going to find our planner, download it, and then take the next step. So when you're looking for your magazine and you're like, where is it? I know it came in my inbox. How do I find it? It's under page turning. So if you're subscribed, and you should be, and hopefully you are, it's so worth it. You can just go to page turning and you will find it. Sometimes I just do a Jenni by JenniP.com search, and this is what you want to look for the subject. So here it is. And we're going to access our free edition. Okay. And I'm going to scroll over here because I know it's on page 224, I believe. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. This is a heavy duty magazine, so it takes up a lot of space. It's a slow ride. I tend to download the magazine myself because it's easier to read it as a PDF, but we'll wait a second and let it kind of load up. It's a little slower because I'm doing a Zoom tutorial at the same time. So I'm filming myself while I'm looking at this, which just slows the bandwidth down. But I know it's just a couple pages away. It's just after Jenni's wonderful Optimum Living Health and Valuable Food series, which is really, really cool. So we are going to download the Lux Vision version here. And what happens when you hit that is it takes you to another issue, which is the actual planner. And here we're going to download it right now. Let's see, I might have had to click it twice. There we go. Let's see if that worked. Nope. There it goes. Okay, perfect. That's what we needed. So before I go into that, I'm actually going to get out of this because we don't need to keep this up. We know what we're getting. And by the way, I will have connected on the actual post for this. There's a whole tutorial about how to use your planner. So I am going to skip ahead in the sense that I'm going to assume that you've watched that and just open up my PDF reader, which is right down here. I use Foxit. And I hate when it says this to me, so I'm going to do this. I don't need to have this either. Okay, so let me go back to my PDF reader. Here I am. And I'm going to open up, from computer. I'm going to go here. And I'm going to go to, let me go to recents. Here it is. I see it. I see it. There it is. And I'm going to open it up and pull up the page that we're going to use. Let's see where we are. I wonder if this is, hold on one second. No, okay. So here we are at the, let me get this bigger just for a second. This is a preeminence planner. So we are going to click through because you can fill all the stuff out later. But what we're working on right now is our preeminent monthly vision. And I'm going to make this not so big so that I can actually, give me 1 second. I just want to scroll up so I get the top. I am picky like that. I like things to be just right. There we go. I can't help it. So what we're going to work on is this. We're going to fill this out and we're going to use this picture, not this one. We're going to use the picture we just did, which is right here. Here we go. Let's see, we're going to use this picture. So I'm going to put her up here and we're going to fill this out accordingly. Okay, so it's going to be a little tricky. I'm going to move it over here because that's going to help me because I want to be able to pull this up and keep looking at it while I'm doing this. I'm going to see if I can do it this way because I think I can pull it up without having that double picture and maybe not, maybe not. Let's see. No, I guess not. Okay, that's fine. Say lovey. Okay, so what we're going to do here to fill this out is we're going to go to our typewriter. And this allows us to be able to write. So what I want to do is I kind of want to look at my image that I have. And I am going to go from, I'm going to start here from the top and I'm going to go counterclockwise. I'm going to go clockwise all the way around and just talk about it. That's all. It's so easy. So my preeminent vision, if I clicked on typewriter and then I click down here, I can say, this month, I like to make it in the sense that it already is happening. I am wearing my awesome brand new dress. Oh, not even a gift, it's a bonus for rocking my business. And As I've said before in the last tutorial, if you see you're like, but it's not pretty, it's going over the edge. And you know me, I like pretty, so I'm gonna move it. I just put the hand on and I move it over to where it looks good. And what I might do actually is click it right here and just hit return. There, I like that. And actually, I think I want it like that because rocking my business is the key thing, right? So it's positive reinforcement. That's the whole idea of this page. Jenni's created this page so that it's positive reinforcement of what you're doing. So there, done. Bonus for rocking my business. Now I'm going to go over here. I'm going to look at this. Money. I am, and I think I like this. I am totally in the green. So to me, when I put money on the picture, I put it there because it's abundance. Like, you know, it just really shows. And you know, frankly, we're business ladies and gentlemen. We are people of business. So we are in business to make money. Otherwise, what are we doing? We're hobby. And we're not hobbyists. So to me, I love money. So I am all about it. And to me, this really represents like just saying, yeah, I'm completely in the green. I have everything I need. Everything is covered. Money is coming in. And this is just a quick little statement that I can put with that to make sense. And then I go down. Whoops, I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong side. Let me go here. So the next picture is, yeah, I am honoring my body, spirit, daily. Done. And the next picture is, yeah, I am eating so well that my body thanks me. You can go much more elaborate than I am. I am not trying, I'm trying to make this not an hour, and we're already at a half hour, so, or close to a half hour. So I want to kind of move quickly. I am taking the sweet time to nourish my spirit. That's that. Done. So I am going, that's all of our pictures. They're all represented and we know the love is just there. So I don't need to express that. So that's how simple your preeminent vision can be. I'm going to do this. I'm going to move it down so it's a little bit more even in the square. And I'm going to show you how to use a different color really quick because I think this is an important thing. I'm going to just highlight the word I am. If you go over here, you have a whole palette of colors. So I've chosen this one because it's one of my favorite colors to use. And you can play around in here and choose any color you want, right? You can say, I want it to be pink, you know, I want it to be red. So say you like that color, then you just click this little guy. Whoops. No, I'm sorry, that was wrong. You like this color. So then, I'm sorry, you click this and you move it over. There. I just wanted to show you that because that means that whenever you go to your personal PDF reader and you're like, I want a different color, there you go. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go with the blue though. I like the blue and I'm making this. Let me go. How did it? I jumped the page. Sorry guys. Give me a second. Let me go back up. I must have hit something funny to do that. Here we go. Okay. All right. So now we've got the blue I am. And that's the idea. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to highlight the top sentence of all of these so that I just know that it just kind of makes it more fun, because we're going to make a visual out of this next. This is the 3-part experience. I'm just going to do I am honoring that. Oh, come on. Blue. I'm going to make a salad after this because that picture's already inspired me for my lunch today. And I love that. You know, and this is one of the reasons why I like to highlight certain things in a different color, because it just makes you read the sentence different. I'm taking the sweet time, you know, like the sweet time. And in fact, I'm going to change this to my sweet time. I am taking my sweet time. Isn't that nice? That's a nice thing to do, because we move so fast. Like, I'm just going to take my sweet time. So that's our vision. We've got it. We've got, I'm going to close this out to make it as big as possible. So the next step is we are going to screenshot this picture. I'm trying to think if they have a snapshot. Let's see if we can do that. Don't know what that does, if that allows me to. Okay, that lets you copy it to a clipboard. That's not what we want to do. Okay, so, you know, I'm not the queen of the PDF reader. I am learning it as I use my preeminence planner, but I am the queen of screenshots. So I'm going to screenshot this, shove it into Canva, where I'm also a queen, and show you how to use it without any issues. Okay, so I have a Mac, and to screenshot on my Mac, it is Shift Command 3. Shift Command 3. On a PC, it's going to be something different. If you don't know how to screenshot on your computer, just Google how do I screenshot on my computer. That's easy. Now we are going to just get out of this. We're going to save the changes. Anytime you close this out, you want to save the changes. Let me tell you something. I don't really I open up my PDF reader in the morning now. I start to work on my preeminence planner to fill out what I want, and I leave it open on my desktop. So I'm going to do that instead. I'm just going to go like this, and it's going to live right there, so that anytime that I need to use it, I can. And it really, 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 really helps. So let's go here to Canva. So, you know, as I'm working through the day, I might be like, oh, I need to add something to my to-do list. I just bring it up. It's right there. So that makes it super simple. I recommend that. But at the end of the day, if you're shutting down your computer, or you want to shut down your PDF reader, just make sure you save it so that all your information is there for you for the next day. Okay. So here we are. Now we're going to put them together. And what we're going to look for here is I'm going to go I'm going to go back to the original home page, and I'm going to look up presentation, because presentation gives me what I want. I want a big picture. Presentation is kind of going to be big enough that I can create something beautiful and actually use that as a screensaver, which is the 4th part of this. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so we're going to make this really quick. It's not going to be long. We're at the home stretch. This is probably going to be a 45-minute tutorial. We're going to go to uploads, and we're going to upload our vision board and our screenshot of the planner. So our vision board for me is right here, my vision. And go back to device. It's going to be uploading while we do this. The screenshot's on the desktop. There it is. Put it in. Okay. And once it's done, we'll know, because this will get to the top. I'm going to take a sip of water. It's almost there. And then it's just kind of lickety split. Okay, so I'm going to pop her here. What I do is I take her right to the edge, and I make her as big as I can. And then I'm going to pop this in. And the very first thing I'm going to do here is, I don't want this whole thing. It's a screenshot. I'm going to crop it and just get what I want. So I just hit, if you saw that, I just go up to here. They have all these items for your photos. You can choose effects. You can filter it out, which gives you I never use those. I use adjust all the time because you can adjust how you want it. You can flip it. So you can flip it horizontal and you can flip it vertical. You saw how we did that with the hearts. What we want right now is crop. And I am just going to crop out. I want this little page. I just want that, just the goodness. That's it. Okay. I'm gonna put her here and drag her down. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna kind of pop her over here. Now I just, gonna wanna make it kind of even. There we go. So now we have our two. And, that's perfect. I like a white background myself. Sometimes I do black. If you wanna put a color in, you just click on the box there, takes you up here, and you can choose a color. You could put it with a black background. You could put it with, if you have a branding color that you love, you can do anything. If you want to be extra creative and you want it to even come to life more, you can go here. If you scroll down to backgrounds, and it gives you lots of choices, gradients. Look, this is pretty. That's a nice background. This is a nice background too. So you have options. Let's go with this one. This one's really fun, actually. And that's really simple. And now you're done, right? So let's write up here, vision, November. Just keep it simple. You do this so that you can find it. You could write my preeminent vision for November, but I like to just keep it simple. I'm going to go here. I'm not going to do the PDF. I want to do the ping because we're going to use this as an image. You certainly can send it as a PDF. You can do anything, But what I'm going to do now is this is going to download, and then I'm going to show you, we're going to put it on as a screen. Isn't that beautiful? This is nice. This is nice. It's taking that and bringing it to life so that you constantly have something to look at and go, yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Okay. So now we're going to get rid of this, and I'm going to just do this, and we're going to change up my screensaver for that screensaver. So on a Mac, and I can only show you on a Mac because that's what I'm using, I'm going to go down here and go to my desktop screensaver. And I'm going to go here and add. And then I go here and I find her. There she is. There she is. And now I have a new screensaver. And whenever I open up my computer, I can see that's that dress. I'm getting it. Yes, and yes, I'm so abundant. Money is coming in. And I'm going to remember to stretch because it's really important. I'm going to remember to take those walks in the morning. I'm remember to do my workouts because it's really important. And it's so, I love this image because it's not just her doing yoga, but she's also at the ocean. She's also just taking time to watch the sunset. I'm going to eat that salad in about 10 minutes as soon as I'm done with this. I can't wait. And I'm going to take the time to read the House of Preeminence and listen to the interviews because I want to hear what Natalie Ledwell has to say. And I am interested and I can't wait. So these are all the wonderful things I'm going to do for myself. And we have it. Really, really, really simple, really, really cool. And that's an important thing. Canva is a great tool. It's not something to be afraid of. It's absolutely something I recommend you using. You can do so much for your business with it. And this is how you can take your preeminence planner that was given to you and actually make it really useful and have something that takes it even to the next level. What you can't do is there's no way to put a picture into a PDF reader. So you can't upload this picture into the planner. And I did mean to say that in the beginning because originally when I created my first one, I thought I could add it to it, and you can't. That you just can't add things to a PDF reader. You can write in a PDF reader. So this is how you overcome that and you transcend from that little bit of into making something that actually combines the two together for your preeminence. Okay, so I really thank you for your attention. I did want to say that if you are interested in more tutorials, I wanted to show you on my site that I have a whole section called DIY tutorials under katherinecarey.com. And here you'll find tutorials that cover things like making a landing page. If you're on Wix, I show you exactly how to do that. How do you make a call to action on Canva? Um, and then Zoom Save Sell, how you can do a Zoom, just like I'm doing a tutorial, and then actually turn it into something that you're selling, which is exactly what I did for all of these. They all come with workbooks that have multiple links for multiple things that I use in my business. And each one's really, really easy to watch and just use. So I wanted to let you know that it's there. It's under the DIY tutorials. And yeah, I'm going to stop screen sharing right now. I'm going to thank you for your time, because that was a 40-minute tutorial, but I sure thought it was worthwhile. And I really hope that you do this. And if you do, will you put your preeminent vision into the comments below this video, so that I can, on the House of Preeminence, so we can see it. Letting people see your visions, it just adds life to it. It just breathes life into it. It allows us to know what you're going for, so that we can start to think for that for you. And if you need a champion in your corner, you have a house full of them, because your executive contributors who are here for you in the House of Preeminence are all for you. And I know they would love to know what your vision is for the month. And the good news is that come December, you get to do that all over again, because there's another section in the planner. And now you know how to do it. Okay. Mwah. Have a beautiful day. Thank you again for your time, and reach out with any questions.